Hi guys, it's Emily here. I just wanted to come to you today with a video just regarding something that's been on my heart for a little bit, and something that I just felt like I wanted to talk to you guys about. I have been inspired recently by something sad that's happened in my life, and it's just going through the end of a relationship and having a breakup. And it just reminds me that we're all human and we all get sad about things. And I just wanted to kind of go over some things that I have done in order to get over this hump of this like depression or sadness that comes with those, those hard things that we go through. Whether it be a breakup, going through a job loss, or not getting a job that we want, something that's going on in our family that's hurting us, a fight with a friend. There's so many things that can bring us down and get us in like a funk, so to speak. And I just wanted to talk about some of the things that we can do to get over those and to be able to move on in a okay manner, and basically not wallow in, the sadness for too long, because I think that's really can be scary. So anyway, without further ado, just to get started, I just want to go over some of the things. And one of the first things I think is, when you're going through something difficult, is to definitely take the time to grieve. And, that for me, what that looked like was taking a day. And, it may be a couple days for you, but for me, it was, there was periods where I would cry and get upset. But for me, it was like taking a day, or it was really like a half a day where I just like kind of laid around. My kids were gone. I turned on some TV, but I would just let myself cry, like if I needed to. And that I found really helped me I gave myself permission to be upset. I gave myself permission to feel that pain for a little bit. And then when I was done, I'm not saying the pain never came back, but the next day I could carry on and feel like I had let it out to the extent that I needed to. Another thing that we need to do, I think, is take care of ourselves during these hard times. We need to, maybe it's, for me, I, did end up going and getting a mani-pedi. Like, that uplifted me one day, that I just felt like I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel like my normal self, that I'm usually pretty positive, and I felt like going and taking care of something like that, taking care of myself, pampering myself a little bit, really lifted me up and helped me. So that's another thought. Another thing that you can do during these hard times is make sure that your bedroom is like an oasis or space that you can go to. I'd love to do a room tour for you guys. My room is not huge by any means, but I have created a space that I like to be in, and it's comfortable for me. And that is something that I like to have at the end of the day, to be able to go in my bed, pull back the covers, have some soft sheets to lay on, have a book next to my bed to read, light my candle, and just relax. Maybe have a cup of tea, my favorite. Just relax, take care of myself. After I've taken care of things all day long, that's my time to unwind. And going through some sad times, we really need to be able to relax a little bit and take a load off of our minds at the end of a day. It's very important. Or the middle of the day for a nap, or whatever it be, whatever your physical needs be. So those are some options. Another thing that I have to rely on is prayer and God. For myself, those are two things that have really gotten me through sad times, especially this. And, I've been there, guys. I know that things can get really hard in our lives, but we have to make sure that we do take time for prayer, or, looking inward and loving ourselves is really important during those times. I think that may have become somewhat taboo, or, some people don't believe in that. That might sound selfish, but really we have to love ourselves before we can outwardly love anybody else and share love, which is ultimately, I think, what we all want to do. And so as long as we're taking a look inward and making sure that our needs are taken care of, as far as mentally relaxing and, things like that, it's just important. Another thing that I will say is, you know, I think our tendency in sad times, or especially with a breakup, is like lay around in our sweatpants and not put makeup on for days. And, you know, our hair's a rat's nest and it's greasy and we didn't even feel like showering. Totally get it. Like, I've been there, done that. But let me just say, I think there is something to be said for pulling it together after a couple days and throwing your makeup on, getting out. You know, no, there's nothing like being at the store or someplace feeling like total crud because you look like crud on the outside because you did nothing to take care of yourself. People know that you feel like crud on the inside because you're, you are displaying that to the world. So they have no question what's going on in your head. So that's another thought. You know, the last thing that I want to focus on is just saying, like, the best thing. I think this might be the number one thing that can help you, aside from like prayer and things like that, is to find someone to do something nice for. Send an email to your aunt that has been, you know, asking you to come visit, or just that has reached out to you and maybe you haven't had a ton of time for. Send her an update on what's going on in your life. They love that kind of stuff. Send her some pictures. Or your grandma. Go visit your grandma who lives in a nursing home. You will make her day. Go send an email out to somebody that just said something kind or helped you through this time that you were able to go and see. Send somebody some, you know, like a greeting card. You don't have to be spending tons of money. If you have it and you want to do that, great. But go buy a Starbucks, you know, caramel macchiato and bring it to a friend at work. Like, these are things that you can do, and I promise you, you will be uplifted by doing those things. Because once we take the focus off ourselves and think about somebody else, it immediately makes us feel better. And if it doesn't, the worst thing that happened is you made someone's day by doing it. So there's no harm, no foul there. The other thing I will say is, I know a lot of people like to retreat, I think, inwardly, or they may have a tendency to want to be alone during times of sadness. And if that's your personality type, then, you know, absolutely do what you need to do. But I will say this, for me, it really helps me to surround myself with my loved ones, my family members that love me, my best friends, you know, people that I really love and trust very much. I want to be around, even if it's, you know, going over to a best friend's house and she's doing dishes and you're just talking to her while she makes dinner, or even just you're not talking because you're sad and you're laying on her couch. But you know what? Being around people helps, especially when you're so sad that you just want to be uplifted, and those people can help in that. So try to take that step out, even though sometimes it feels like you don't want to see a soul. And then other than that, I would just say, please just remember to love yourself. Don't forget to, you know, grieve properly. Like I said, do something for someone else. Trust in your instincts on what you need for yourself, and to maybe do a little pampering. I wouldn't say go get your hair cut off, or like try to be, you know, like losing 100 pounds because you're trying to get back at your ex, or your boss. You want to go and do these crazy things to get vengeance on, you know, situations like that. Just focus on what's going to be good for you in the long haul, not the short haul. That's important. And if we have those things in mind and we're thinking about ourselves and other people and how we can care about them and things like that, it's going to get you through so much faster. So I've been there, you guys. I've been through a lot of hard things in my life, and I've been through divorce. I've been through being very poor. You know, I don't make a ton of money right now for sure, but I've been in a place in my life where I had to get food boxes and to, you know, feed my kids. And I've been, you know, I've had my power shut off. So I know there are things that I've gone through that are really hard, and God has brought me through them so thankfully. And just, I've learned how to deal with sad times in my life. So I'm telling you, I understand where you're coming from. I've been there. I've been cheated on. You know, I've got a million things that I could tell you that I've dealt with. So please just know that you're not alone with whatever you're going through. And I hope that some of this has helped you. I hope this video hasn't gotten too long with my tips, but I just really wanted to share that. And I think it's so important that we take care of ourselves when we're hurting like this. So Please, if you like this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up below. Subscribe to my channel. I would love you to see more videos, and I would love to make more videos for you. If you want to comment below with some uplifting, words for someone else or something that you're going through, please feel free to do that too. I hope you guys have a great week. I'm going to try to get a video up here in the next few days with some beauty tips and tricks. So anyway, have a great day. Thank you guys for watching.